You all read the title. Steel Curtain is now closed again. If for whatever reason you don't believe me, on the Kennywood Speedy Pass website, look what's closed today. And if you go on Kennywood's official website, we apologize, this attraction is temporarily unavailable. You know what that means?
It's a beautiful day for thrill.
Shut up, Billy.
Here we go.
Right you are, Billy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Curtain,
Here we go.
Steel Curtain is closed again.
Here we go.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little parody there of Here We Go. But as you may guess, today's video is about Steel Curtain being closed, and what I think is going on with it, and how long it could take until it's back open. So let's get right into the video. Steel Curtain closed on July 1st. It was out of nowhere, and that was the beginning of Kennywood's nightmare. And the first reaction of everybody who heard of that was, here we go. This isn't the first time the curtain has had issues before. For all the years it's been operating, 2019, 2021, 2022, 2023, and I skipped 2020 because it wasn't even open all year. But all of these years were plagued with issues. And the second I heard this news, the curtain was closed once again, 3 words came to mind. Here we go, and 3 more words, it's happening again. There's a common theme with Steel Curtain, and there's one word to sum it up. I'll give you guys 5 seconds to guess of it. You guys can comment down below your guesses. Now instead of you guys just screaming at your TVs right now, the word, I've gathered a few people here to actually guess the word. Say hello to the viewers.
Hello.
What do all of you guys think the word is?
Closed.
2 of you got the exact word I was thinking of. The other, well, downtime is a pretty close word to what I was thinking of, but the word is closed. But technically, all 3 of you guys are right. When somebody says Steel Curtain, I either think of my shower curtains, the real Steel Curtain, or the roller coaster that is always closed. And mostly, I think of the last one, because from all my visits to Kennywood ever since 2019, when this roller coaster opened, a good majority of them, Steel Curtain was closed. And this is not Kennywood's fault, it's just this ride's plagued with issues. This ride is an amazing ride. Heck, it's even my profile picture. I love this ride so much. I just wish it would be open more. And most of the time, this ride is running well. But it seems there's some kind of seasonal issues. To be specific, every maybe late June, early July, because the same time last year, the ride was closed. All we know about last year's closing was it was closed for repairs, which it reopened on the weekend of July 14th, 2022, which this clip right here is from that day, July 14th, 2022, and I was blown away to see that the ride was open after being closed for the last month or so. And that was really vague, for repairs. And since this has happened again, mid-season, something is clearly wrong. Now I do want you to keep in mind, Steel Curtain is a prototype ride, just like many of the other rides at Kennywood, like Spinvasion. Kennywood really likes prototype rides, but unfortunately, those prototype rides come with a lot of issues typically. Even Spinvasion had issues a couple weeks ago. Issues are normal. There is no such ride that has no issues at all. You may have never heard of it before, but Phantom has minor issues, like here and there breakdowns, nothing major. But a lot of us think Phantom's a reliable ride, and that it never breaks down. But that's just crazy talk. Skyrocket, another prototype ride at Kennywood, had major issues in 2018, which had it closed during the 2018 season and portions of the 2019 season. What happened was there was an issue with the LSMs, and basically they had to get a part from Germany, which took like a year. Curtain does not use LSMs at all, and it's not even a launching coaster, so anything similar to that is not what's going on with Curtain. There could be tons of possibilities of what's going on with Curtain. Most recently, you might have seen in the news that Fury 325 had a crack in its supports. This video is just mind-blowing. You can see the track's the only thing that is holding it together. Very crazy. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, and they're looking into the situation, but it's just crazy to see this. Now, I'd hope Steel Curtain would not have structural issues, but if it does, I'm glad Kennywood closed the ride before anything of this sort got out of hand. Because having a video on social media of your biggest roller coaster having a crack in the supports is not a good look at all. But I really don't think that's what's going on with Curtain. I don't think it's anything of that severity. Maybe it's something electrical. But that's already been said by others that it's not the case. So really the only thing I could think of is structural issues, which I believe was just earlier this year. We had a crane outside of steel curtain. So we know it's something to do with the structure, because why would they bring out a crane if there's nothing wrong with the structure? Well, that's where I could be wrong. Maybe they're just inspecting the structure. Maybe that's what they were doing last time, to ensure the structure is okay. And maybe that's what they're doing again. Maybe they're just waiting on a crane. But if this is going to be a yearly thing, then I really don't know what to say. There's really nothing that could be done to prevent these issues. It's just as simple as steel curtain is a problematic ride. This ain't Kennywood's fault. This ain't SNS's fault. It's nobody's fault. This is a prototype ride. It could be as simple as loose bolts, and that's why they need the crane. I don't know for sure what's going on, but I can tell you Kennywood closed the ride for a reason. They're keeping us all safe, and they're preventing things that happen like on Fury. But in the end, it all comes down to safety. And I can reassure you, steel curtain is safe. All the rides at Kennywood are safe. Most amusement rides throughout the whole country are safe. These rides are tested every single morning, and if something goes wrong in the testing stages in the morning, the ride will not open up for that day or until the test runs are completed successfully. And what most likely happened was on the morning of July 1st, something during the test run stages was seen, and this was something unusual, something that they couldn't have running. Thus, they closed down the ride for July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd, and July 4th. As of today, it is July 4th, and it's still not open. I can't tell you how long it'll be until steel curtain reopens, but last time it was half a month. So who knows how long it'll be. It could be closed the rest of the season. We don't know. I hope it reopens really soon. Steel curtain is my favorite coaster at Kennywood, and it's really upsetting to see it close like that. This situation may remind you of the laser loop. No, the laser loop did not have structural issues or any kind of issues like these, but it was a maintenance nightmare for Kennywood, and eventually it was removed due to that reason. And coincidentally, steel curtain is a maintenance nightmare also, and the laser loop's replacement was also replaced by another coaster, which today is known as Phantom's Revenge, but when it opened was called Steel Phantom. Which, to keep the story short, it was rough, so they removed the inversions, and then brought to us what is called today Phantom's Revenge. Now my point here is, since this is a maintenance nightmare also, what is steel curtain's fate gonna be? I know it's very unlikely, but the idea of them ripping out the inversions is kind of funny, because that happened about 20 years ago with Steel Phantom. Now Steel Curtain isn't that rough as Steel Phantom was. Steel Curtain is actually a really smooth ride, with a very minor rattle in some rows. So I highly doubt they're going to pull a Steel Phantom there, but it's definitely an idea. Who knows where Steel Curtain will be in 10 years? What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Steel Curtain will be renamed to Curtain's Revenge and have all the inversions ripped out in 10 years? Do you think steel curtain will be removed entirely in the next 10 years or so and probably replace the new roller coaster? Or do you think steel curtain will still be here in 10 years and probably the same ride? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more content like this. I post tons of other coaster content just like this that you will not want to miss. If you have Discord, go join my Discord community. It is linked in the description down below. And go follow my other social medias. Those are also linked down below in the description. And by following those, you can stay up to date in the Arms 2-7 community and receive the latest theme park news. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And remember, let's ride.